Okay, for today's lesson, you're going to need a piece of paper to record your answers. So as I read the problems, you can pause the video, make your answer choice. There's 10 questions, and then you're going to need to answer those in a Google form once you're done watching me read you the questions. Okay. So our objective for today is to classify two-dimensional figures based on the presence or absence of parallel or perpendicular lines, or the presence or absence of angles of a specified size. So remember, that would be acute, right, or obtuse. Okay, so number one, and you're just going to need to be able to write down, if you want a number 1 through 10, and you're just going to write down the letter choice of the answer that you want, and then you'll need to enter those into a Google form. And pause the video and look at it as much as you need to while you're doing it. Okay, so number one, a triangle and a pentagon are shown below. Which statement is not true about the two figures? A, each figure has at least one right angle. B, each figure has at least one set of perpendicular sides. C, each figure is a polygon. D, each figure has at least one obtuse angle. And I'll tell you right now, so you're looking for the one that's not true. They are all polygons. So C is true. That's not the answer to the question because you're looking for the one that's not true. But we haven't really done the term polygon, but yes, these shapes are all polygons. Number two, the figure below has 5 labeled angles. Of the labeled angles, which list shows only the angles that appear to be obtuse angles? Now, if you need to grab an index card or a Post-it note or just the corner of a piece of paper, whatever you need to help help visualize what a 90-degree angle would be. Remember, we're looking for the obtuse, so greater than 90. Which ones have all obtuse angles? Angle C, and remember when I'm talking about angle C, I'm talking about this actual angle right there. Angle C and angle D, angle A and angle E, angle B, C, E, or angle A, angle D. Which ones the list has only obtuse? 4 quadrilaterals are shown below, and I'm going to label these for you. This one is the trapezoid. This is a square. This is a rectangle. And this is a parallelogram. Parallelogram. Okay. Which of these shapes have at least one right angle and 2 sets of parallel sides? A, the square and the parallelogram. B, the rectangle and the square. C, the trapezoid and the square. Or D, the parallelogram and the rectangle. So you're looking for the shapes that have at least one right angle and 2 sets of parallel sides. Number 4, a heptagon is shown below. Which line segments appear to be parallel? TU, so that's from T to U, and UV, VW, and XW, YX and VW, or XY and WX. Which ones appear to be parallel? Number 5, 2 polygons are shown below. Which statement about these 2 figures appears to be true? So you're looking at both of them together. And some of these we have done a couple of these questions before. Gosh, maybe we did this whole assignment before. If so, then this should be an easy one for you. Which statement about these two figures appears to be true? A, there are a total of 3 acute angles. So go through, and I know you don't, if you want to sketch these out real quick and then label your angles, you can. Or maybe even if you can freeze your screen. I don't know if you have the capability of like pausing it and then drawing on it. But which statements about these appear to be true? There are a total of 3 acute angles. There are a total of 5 obtuse angles. There are a total of 5 acute angles. There are a total of 3 obtuse. So it's talking about the total between both shapes. Okay, which of the following lists all the figures that appear to have at least 2 sets of perpendicular sides? So you're looking for 2 sets of perpendicular. And remember, if they're perpendicular, they're going to form that right angle. So F, B, D, and E, G, B, C, D, and E, H, D, and E, or J, A, B, D, and E. I think we've done this assignment, but it'll be a good review. Number 7, a triangle is shown below. Which statement about the triangle is not true? So remember, congruent means the same. So A, none of the sides are congruent. B, 2 of the angles are acute and the third is a right angle. C, the triangle has 1 set of parallel sides. D, the triangle has 1 set of perpendicular sides. Number 8, look at the parallelogram below. Which of the following lists all the angles that appear to be acute? So if you need to measure these out, decide which ones are acute. Is it angle M and N, angle B and angle C, angle B and angle N, or angle M and angle C? Number 9, a rectangle is shown below. Which statement is true? Line segments QR and RT are parallel line segments. Line segment ST and QS are parallel line segments. Line ST and RQ are perpendicular line segments. Or line segment RT and ST are perpendicular line segments. Number 10, Mrs. Oates drew different kinds of triangles. Based on the drawings, which statement is true? F, all triangles have 3 acute angles. All triangles have 2 acute angles. All triangles have 1 right angle, or all triangles have 1 obtuse angle. Once you have finished watching this and written down your answers, you're going to need to click on the link for the Google Forms and input them so that it sends it to me.